So, unless the mother runs away before the kid's born. Anyway, they seem pretty happy. The guy has got a couple of girls that he's bringing back with him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He understands that the gate can't be used and stuff. They look very relaxed and happy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's whether or not you do want to come back or you want to stay here, or
no, they would like to go back, but like if you until you guys like look, eventually we know you're going to make some regular way for us to be able to go back and forth. In the meantime, it's
yes.
Whenever you have the time or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah. That is my intent, is to try and work out some way of doing it, so to make it easier for you.
Yep. We're totally fine.
Did you, by chance?
We can't let the embassy go to shit. I'm feeling it is.
Did you, by chance, take a journey on one of the flying ships to Burlington?
No, I think that the girl Alana did, but Owen didn't.
All right. Well, just on the off chance, we'll see if Clem works for you, since you've gone through on the flying ship through to Burlington. Probably won't, but it's worth a try.
She tries it out. No dice.
Yep, that's right.
But
if it worked, it would be great. But would solve some problems. But
to make a long story a little bit shorter, you then go through Clem's, pop up there at the embassy, then you ride for 2 days. Give me a horse riding roll, or it could be a little less if you can play your cards right. You've got some of the guards. Shows them all playing kazoos as they ride along with you.
Yes. Ride horse. Come here, you. No.
He slips underneath and just shows his head bouncing off the ground. Help me! No problem. You go. You take the really slow way out there. It's like
depending on how the trail was previously. Worst comes to worst, we take a wagon out there because it'll be faster.
Right. You got two. You're riding pillion on other people's horses.
Yes.
Alex Kinley's even sucking at horses and shit. So you guys end up walking the horses out there. It takes a couple more days. During that time, what is Doc Fulton doing?
What is going on exactly?
They leave via Clem's.
We're going out to the gate in the forest in Beastkin, so I can redirect it to MMO land and bring the people back.
Do you need me there?
No, not unless you can think of a better way of doing it.
He just needs his mono battery.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be cast, wait for a day, cast, next day, cast, next day, until it actually happens.
So what are you doing while they're gone there, Chris? Could be days.
I'm going to fly out, shadow walk to post-apocalyptic, use the heal vehicle card on the head, and then come back.
Actually, Clem's would probably be easier. If you try shadow walking, you could end up literally anywhere on that planet.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot specify how bad it is at this level.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose the point is we need to get up somehow, don't we?
Oh yeah, no, I would be shadow walking to Burlington all the time. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of Burlington. Oh, no problem there.
Yeah.
At least once an adventure, I'd get a check in that shit.
That's probably how me and Pete will try and get back in.
That's a great idea. Right, so Chris, no problem. You
Chris can come back that way as well.
Yeah, you've got a flying car. The Spice Cartel is still there. It's still got a little bit of money left, not a whole lot. But the Spice Cartel in their bright yellow uniforms greet you. They go, and right, you get your flying car, and under cover of darkness, you then take it out. And you go to your giant head. It's looking really rough. It's all fucked up looking and everything. Barely holding together.
Heal, plus 10 hit points. Ding.
Right. It's up to 12 hit points now out of a possible 20.
Right.
You almost think the big scowl it has with the jagged teeth is a smile. If only you had a limited master plan.
I know.
No problem. It's got some of the laser marks that have made it a famous head. Are you wanting to leave the head there, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same place that concealed
Take
it.
the flying car back. Good at the thing. Meanwhile, cut to while you're returning. It shows all the people waiting. It's like, how long is this going to take? 2 days. This guy, God damn it, everybody goes back home. Cut to 2 days later, they're all standing there waiting, and you guys have reached the portal thing, that big elven portal. And Pete, give me a luck roll versus fuckery. This is, does Logan have random fuckery going on around this thing right now?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the place was not up. There's less fuckery than normal. The embassy, from what little you saw, if you kind of just stopped by and said we need a bunch of horses and stuff, it's still running, but it definitely was missing the leadership that the
kids were
to it, the structure, etc. So you could tell that if they were gone long enough, that eventually it would just fall to shit and become But no problem. You are out there. You're standing there. Alex Kinley is dressed as a giant Duracell for some reason. And you're ready to rock.
First of all, I will do... Actually, no, I won't do that.
At this point, you fumble and cause a space-time continuum warp.
I will do this.
The Doctor Who theme song begins playing, but in reverse.
Haha!
God damn, first time.
God damn. I wasn't needed.
No, that puts me down to 2 magic points, so...
Yes. I'll give you...
It costs a lot of magic points to do.
Now, do you have to cast multiple different spells to do this, or?
Nope.
Right. I will try and give you 9
16 magic points to reorient, and I use my Route 66 towel to reduce it by 2.
Fail. I wait.
9 minutes. No problem. Everybody goes through the gate. It doesn't say how long it keeps it open, Pete.
Sunset, sunrise.
Cool. Everybody comes through in a nice, orderly fashion and stuff. So at this point, you realize you should have brought more horses. Fuck it, the horses can't go any faster than walk anyway.
Yeah,
Why they took their horses or whatever it was with them in the first place through the gate.
Yeah. No problem. They all got it.
That's the thing. Everybody went through with their mounts. That's why we took everyone through, was so they weren't stuck here in the middle of the forest.
Matt, if you read the spell, I think it has to be an even number of magic points in case you fail. Because if you fail, half the magic points go away.
No, it doesn't say at all. Just an example, Lisa wants to give 8 magic points to Fran. If it's successful, Lisa loses 16 magic points.
Hold on. What's the spell called? Or which tree is it?
Give MP.
Which tree?
Healing.
Hold on.
If it fails, 8 magic points is lost by Lisa. So as long as it's basically, if I give him 9, if I fail, I lose 18.
You're right. Make a note. Needs to be double or even numbers.
Really?
Yeah. Everything's even numbers of magic points. Because
so
you get 8 magic points then, because I can't do 10 because otherwise I've got, well, I could go 10, just go unconscious and wait a minute.
Yeah, I just go 8s. 8s is fine.
8's fine.
Yeah. Wait, why is your MP so low?
Who? Me?
You.
Why?
Well, because if you're doing 8, it's double whatever you're giving. Never mind. 16. Got it.
If I did 10, it'd be 20 and I'd drop unconscious.
Good point.
But it would only be for a minute. But it did take 8.
Yep. All right. You start giving them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could keep doing it, I guess. But
yeah, you totally. Every 8 minutes, you can fucking just do it until you're just happy.
Number.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. All right.
No problem. Everybody's happy to wait around for another 10 minutes. They all know which forest they're back in. And, shows Chris shining a giant head. Not that one, you dirty bitch. And
how long is that taking? Like a couple days?
What, to shine the giant head?
No, for them to do that shit.
2 days to get. Yeah, you've essentially you've taken. By the time they get done with all their shit, you could have painted yourself.
Cool.
Or literally painted yourself. Yeah, fumble, you do paint yourself. Literally.
Not fail. I suck. But I got other things I can do.
As long as they're quick.
Take 6 hit points back if you need them.
Yes, thank you. That puts me back to.
Oh, you were wounded this whole time. Excellent.
I didn't know.
Right. So you guys, Doc Fulton, right, he's drawing nothing but cocks.
He loves the cock.
Yeah.
So, right, you guys all get back together because those two show back up. Is this a gate? Says Joshua McKay. Yes, it is. Yay.
I'll do it while I'm standing around the gate.
Uh-huh.
Try and build it up.
Oh, shit. We should have been rolling will checks for these, shouldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what zone we're in.
Well, maybe because we're far enough away outside the town and we're near an elvish place, it makes a difference.
So Logan forgot. It's his fault.
Yep.
Well, I suppose we'll need to do that to make an attempt to shadow walk back if we want to.
We don't need to make willpower rolls to shadow walk.
Ah, yeah, true.
Shadow walking is superior.
Right,
Who would like to attempt to shadow walk to Burlington so you can use the Clems there? It shows you guys handing off your horses to other people.
Both
and
like to
walking
shadow
into
walk
it.
to Burlington. Can't we do it separately?
You can, but then the problem is that one of you may be literally stuck out in the woods and shit by themselves in the cold, dark.
Yeah, it's probably better if we take it in turns.
We both want checks, though.
Yeah, no, we'll take it in take it in turns for the moment and then see how we go. So go for it.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I put it under spells.
See? Right. And it's McKay's turn to save the day
Yeah.
because Kinley is
Travel
not
through
focusing on it.
known
He's thinking about Fulton drawing.
humble.
Oh, no.
It's at this point that McKay leads you guys to somewhere horrible. And unfortunately, you're going to get attacked by stuff, which will mean that Fulton can card whore while you're going through a long and grisly.
Yeah, I'll spend a hero point just to re-roll since Doc's not with us and all party separation, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. So fumble bad. Got it.
There you go, by half.
There you go. So it ends up with, of course, Kinley not getting a fucking check because that is just how it's meant to be. So you guys are all back together again. You're back in which
How long did it take him to shadow walk?
2 days.
Oh, good question. Yeah, 2 days. So make another portrait of yourself. It shows all these really bad pictures of Doc Fulton in paint hung on the wall by the time you guys get back. He's got a fucking beard going. He's like, hey, been here for years. Still can't paint.
These rolls hate you today.
Wow.
Cocks, not cocks. Oh, no, that's truck.
Excuse me.
Every day he goes, God
damn.
Yeah. There was a whole day that went by, Fulton, where you thought everything was actually a Trump. He skill horse just as hard as he can while you guys are gone, but my big question is, do you have a picture of your fucking self yet or not? Everything.
Yeah, he let me have it.
What?
He let me use it.
Yeah, I gave him the trump card to use.
Oh no! I'm saying, did you paint your own yet? Well, you had one more attempt because they're wandering through the woods for a couple days. McKay keeps trying to lead him into danger. Kinley's in for it, but oh, he made the painting part. Ooh, it's getting close. Here it comes. Here it comes. There it goes. I know this cock. This is my penis. Can I use just my penis to get there? No. All right. Right, you guys get back. You go into where Chris is in the PC hut, and you see all these cocks drawn on, badly painted on the walls and shit. And you're just looking at him like he's got all these trump cards of penises, and you guys are like, "You sick freak."
Doug was bored again while we were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because this.
No, none of the servants are really talking to him right now. They're like,
I thought there was significance to the whole coming through thing, so I wasn't sure.
one of the servants quickly embraces Kinley and then McKay, and then Kinley again, and then McKay, and then yeah, she's really fond to see you guys. The other ones are getting very catty now, including some of the men servants.
Right. Let's do shit.
When suddenly an urgent message comes.
Yes, which shit are we doing?
Right.
Mine, says a voice as a fucking angry dwarf kicks open your door. Give me that hammer!
Shut up!
Give me the hammer!
Shut up!
Give me the
I've
hammer!
had enough of you. The hammer is mine. I control it.
It doesn't. You don't control it.
I
It controls
control it.
you,
It's
says
my
the angry
bitch.
dwarf.
Don't piss me off. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
You listen to me.
What?
Listen to me.
give me that.
Listen
He's trying to grab the hammer now. Give me the hammer.
Fuck
He
off.
says,
Doesn't he have it pocketed? He
no,
got the sword pocketed.
no, he has a sword pocketed because
Ah,
he
yeah.
wants people to take his treasure. Round 1 of standard combat with the
Right.
Dwarven ambassador.
Yeah.
Setting off an explosive is approved.
I light
Right.
a firecracker and throw it at him.
The Dwarven ambassador is trying his sneak attack because Kinley didn't think he would go for it, but he grabs the hammer and now he has to make a willpower roll because he fucked up. He goes, and Kinley's turn.
I push him away.
Give me a unarmed roll, and if you make it, then strength lower is better. Well, to a point, lower is better. Past that point, lower is not better.
Yes.
Just
Don't want to
FYI.
pop his head off.
Okay. You're going to be push. Your hand is connecting for the push.
He's
That's
not
great.
He's not a dwarf door, is he?
I can feel the evil. He screams.
I have a golf. Fuck.
Oh, no.
He pushes the dwarf, who launches through the wall next to the door, and then knocks down a couple people, goes through the wall on the other side of the street, through a table inside of that, through the other wall, and into a stable type thing that somebody keeps a bunch of hungry pigs. And
I haven't did it.
I was going to grapple him, but
he's no longer in this building or
no.
the door. Kinley, roll 2d10. I'm just curious on something here.
Shit.
As Kinley literally superhero pushes this guy to death. There's just blood stains around the holes and shit.
Well, that was a dip. You should have put the plastic down first
Suddenly,
if you want
Darius
to have a
runs
dip
over
of
and goes,
magic.
"The ambassador's on his way."
I played D4 damage. No, I'm kidding.
Darius goes, "The ambassador's on his way. You've got to hide." He tells Kinley.
He went that away.
Yeah.
He looks at the holes in the walls and he goes,
We need a new
Is he dead? I go check to see if he's dead.
yeah, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, critical. Okay.
We need a new ambassador.
This one's broken.
Darius.
Well, he kind of tried to grab my hammer, and I said no, and I pushed him, and that's what happened.
He says, "Okay, why don't I go ahead and hold on a minute."
Let's go ahead and declare war on the dwarf.
God.
There are better ways of dealing with the situation than declaring war.
I know. I wasn't expecting that though.
Darius,
Maybe we need to go to them now.
you think so?
Where's the Dwarven embassy? We could probably smooth it over.
Darius says, "All right, hold on a second." He on the
So were these guys the snow shield or something?
yeah on the roll 20 near the
They're all-
penis cloud.
They're all
Is-
playing out of shape because I clapped a bunch of them.
Not out of shape, says Darius.
Why don't you get a litter for the body and bring it with?
Right.
What's left of it?
No problem. At the bottom of the roll 20 table, Darius pulls that out.
Nice.
Declaration of war,
Time of day.
the short form. Let me know after everybody's seen that, and I'll get rid of it from the thing.
Where is it?
Yep.
At the...
Why can't I roll
Bottom.
like that when I actually...
Over the
Oh,
picture
okay.
of you, Mildred,
Got it.
and Batman.
Seriously. I'm not trying to kill someone, I roll like that.
That's
If
fucking
I'm trying to kill
priceless.
someone, it'll be like, fumble, 1
Fumble.
point, 2 points.
Welcome to. Oh, so you never met Swade. So Swade was so strong that back in the day there was a martial arts power called block strike. So if you blocked, you did automatic damage to whoever was attacking you.
Mhm.
It got to the point where a normal human would walk up to him and punch him, and if he blocked it, they'd die. That's how strong he was. He just be like, my bad, and then. So literally, there was a guy that would complain and ask to be carried everywhere because he could pick him up and put him on his shoulder and walk around.
I can see several of PCs doing that to Kinley now.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, apparently this guy is just weak, or maybe it was the hammer channeling through you, because normally you don't do that much damage with unarmed.
That's because I don't roll like that.
That too. So yeah, blame the hammer. Anyway,
I like this.
everybody is horrified. All of the people in Kinleyville are absolutely horrified that very soon they're going to have a Dwarven army that will come to crush them.
He was coming right for me.
First the undead, now the dwarves. And plus, did we ever discover what happened with that undead army, says Darius, as you guys realize it's your own fault for coming here.
Yeah.
You knew better. Anyway,
We go to the Dwarven embassy right quick with the body.
that's quite a ways away, says Darius.
How far away is it?
About a month.
Yeah, I don't think we
The
have...
embassy.
Yeah,
Oh, they don't have an embassy here.
we just have an ambassador.
Well, he just showed up to tell terms and stuff like that.
So where's his party then?
He takes you to his party. It's mostly just guards, Darius explains. They don't have any, they sent one ambassador and 6 guards.
Okay, I'll talk to the guards. Who's the captain of these guards?
Right. They take you over to Rock Eater. He's the captain of the Dwarven Guards. And he goes, "There's our ambassador."
He's coming.
I don't know about that, sister. I'll let these guys explain what they did.
Which piece? No.
So your ambassador decided to come in and declare that he wanted to have one-on-one combat with Alex. The Alex.
Give me a fast talk and half. I would not dare.
It's not even a lie. I don't understand how but that's cool.
Well, he didn't really declare any one-on-one.
There you go. So anyway,
Oh,
so he
that's
came
first
in
aid. That's
and
first
attacked Alex, and Alex defended himself. So your ambassador died in honorable one-on-one combat.
aid. I'm not really wounded, sir. I appreciate the bandage.
No, the ambassador.
But you put bandages on me, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm assuming your fast talk is of about that level anyway, so it probably
Yeah, my
still
fast talk
makes
is a 91. It's better.
Oh, okay,
So-
great. Yeah, but it's still funny. Anyway, here, I'm the first aid. Now I will tell you whatever I want.
So yeah, that is what happened. So
So
we're bringing his
Dwarven
body
aid.
on a litter, and you can bring him back to the Dwarven lands, so he can be properly dealt with.
Very
As your
well.
fashion.
Well, I'm sure his body is in good shape. Why is he laughing? He says, "Who is that man who is laughing?"
That is Alex Finley.
They all look at him. They're
Don't do it.
They're thinking it over.
Don't do it.
Give me another fast talk this time at half, if you please, because they really want to fucking rush him right now.
That's not very honorable.
Hey, all right, take us to the body.
We're bringing it to you.
It's being brought here.
All right.
On a litter or
No
a
problem.
bowl,
It's probably
maybe a
best
barrel,
it's probably best that you
probably
guys
plastic lined. What?
It's probably best that you had him bring it here so they didn't discover it's being eaten by hungry pigs. So no problem. They bring what's left of the body. The dwarves look at it in shock and horror, and then they look at Alex Kinley. What'd you bite him for?
He actually ended up in the pig pen across the road.
What kind of sick bastard are you? They say to Alex.
I just smile.
You're the one that came here, and he declared combat upon Alex.
I don't understand the prophecies of the axe or the hammer. It destroy the world.
It's safer with me.
What are these prophecies you speak of?
Just be happy that I don't have the goddamn hammer.
Who are you?
I'm Doc Fulton.
He rolls his lore.
No.
I don't know who that is, but the hammer will shatter the world. It breaks asunder all that is good, and it pulverizes justice, truth, and the way.
Only in the hands of the wicked. I am a righteous paladin of truth and justice. I'm bending this to my will of goodness. As I look at the pieces of the wall from the floor.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad if he didn't start laughing at the end of the speech, says the dwarf.
It was a good speech.
It was a lovely speech. I'll give you a card for the good speech, but since you started laughing at the end, I'm not asking for a fucking persuading type roll here. When you said good, many of the townspeople looked at you like,
What? Yeah.
They look on your own townspeople of Kinleyville look uncertain when you claim to be good. Like, that's not who we celebrate.
We are the evil that feeds upon the greater evil of the world.
I'm not.
And he balances us out.
Yes.
The dwarves look unconvinced, but they say, all right, we'll be marching off with what's left of the ambassador. I'm sorry it's come to this.
I'm sorry too, because you're obviously not hearing or taking in what we are trying to say here.
We know only that this hammer would be the death of us all.
And you know that through a prophecy.
An ancient prophecy.
Which was written thousands and thousands of years ago, that along the line could have been misconstrued by information passed down from your elders and your elders before them. So how do you know for sure this is? We are trying to investigate this. We are trying to look into it to find everything we know about it, just in case it could be of a boon. Maybe you misread the scriptures. Maybe you interpreted them wrong.
We shall see.
Maybe by you pursuing the hammer thusly and coming against us, that will cause your people to die. And that will be the end of your world.
A self-fulfilling prophecy, as they call it.
Right. Pete rolled to support his fast talk, and Kinley rolled to support Doc's fast talk.
I can't remember exactly how it works, but all background people, including these guys, are favored towards me.
Yes,
they've
just been kind of ignoring you. And
I know. I'm just whether or not that gives me a bonus to the support roll. That's all.
No, they
gets a bonus for me.
They hate you less.
I fail, so no bonus.
Yeah.
+5.
That's not a fumble.
I got it. Nothing special.
They go take the remains of the ambassador off, pondering your words.
Just know this. It is not a threat. But if you declare war on us, we'll have the whole might of not just Kinleyville, but all our allies as well, including the lizard men, the goblins, and the dwarf to the south.
And the Jolly Green Giant.
And the Jolly Green Giant. Whoever that is.
They roll.
What about the bird people?
Yeah.
They don't know who Jolly Green Giant is.
Now they're in the Hidden Valley.
We do not wish war, but we will fight if war is declared.
With righteous fury.
Kinley, first, before Kinley does it, McKay rolled to support Kinley's intimidation roll.
I haven't used intimidation for a while.
No.
He goes,
I'm particularly good at.
Fury!
Okay.
They look a bit cowed and go, They hurry. They collect up their stuff. They collect up their corpse. They bugger off. They're seen out by the other guards and stuff.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that might pass a bit of time and it saves us having to go there. So, just one small thing marked off.
I wouldn't call it marked off, says Darius indignantly.
No, I wouldn't call it marked off.
I'm not saying marked off completely. I'm saying
I'd be curious to see what their original prophecy is, because if it reads something like Alex Kinley will come and take the fucking hammer, and then all the dwarves will die, then that'd be awkward.
Pretty black and white.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, the weird thing is that the hammer came from the chief ogre that I declared one-on-one combat with, the ones that Freddy kindly fucking gave us all away to by coming a big luminous fucking head in front of me going, I'm whispering in your brain. I'm like, no, you're not. You're fucking a big head in front of me.
Darius goes, that fucking guy.
The only way I could see, like, to save basically the party and not everyone gets slaughtered was just to challenge the chief, because I knew he'd be like, I must take the challenge. So for him, I killed him. I took his hammer. But those guys were all camped out very close to the dwarfs. They didn't seem to give a shit.
Well, what I understand is dwarves had moved far underground from the ogres and stuff.
Still, they were miles. They were not that far from where they were. And
apparently not, since powerful tunnels collapsed.
Powerful hammer or bloody whatever was right close to them the whole time, and they didn't bother going to get it from the ogres.
Well, no,
I've got it. It's like fucking kill Alex.
Well, yeah, it's prophesied, according to what the dwarves told me, that any dwarf possessing the hammer would become a creature of the hammer and have his soul ripped away and sent into
dwarf.
Well, any creature, but mainly dwarves. It was apparently forged by a super evil king dwarf guy a long time ago, he says.
Right.
I didn't read the whole quest.
Does it sound like my soul's being swept away?
Not by the hammer.
Recently?
No. The answer is not by the hammer.
Right. Not by the hammer, sir. No.
Exactly.
It looks uncomfortable. Like, I don't know if you have a soul.
All right. So do we take a quick jaunt over to the dwarves to see what this prophecy is really about?
What, the ones that want to declare war on us?
Well, it's going to take a month for these guys to get back with their dead ambassador.
If you show up, I mean, they know that Alex has the hammer and stuff, and they may be able to detect the hammer. It's some sort of magic artifact thing.
It shouldn't if it's in a pocket.
I wouldn't have any knowledge about that. Let me ask the mages. Oh, wait, they're still missing.
Yeah, yes. So, all right, so you still haven't found them, nor the boat that went after him.
Correct.
Well, they're not in the west, so I didn't see them at least. Like, we could have been passed in the air, but I surely didn't see anything that would have said that they're over here.
All right. That narrows it down. So,
well, you know, again,
what besides
ready for war and stuff? So
did the
well, should already be ready for war because you've got a fucking undead horde going around killing everyone. So.
Oh yeah, whatever happened with that?
Let's not. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They went into like some city in the Anvil.
I think we need to just.
Is that a bad thing? What are they doing in there?
I don't know.
They all went back to sleep, maybe.
I doubt
Hope
it.
so.
If they all just relax and go to sleep, that would be fantastic.
Whoa.
Well,
So, you said that this curse will cause it, because basically Freddy took the sword that he didn't need, this curse activated, and these undead basically are trying to basically
that fucking
Freddy,
guy,
right?
says Darius.
The burrows, we looted the burrows, brought everything out in the sunlight, waited for a while. I took some money because we desperately needed money, and said, "Let's go." We left everything else, and he's like, "I want this sword," and we're like, "You don't need the sword." He's like, "Yeah, I want the sword." So we took the sword, and now.
What I'm thinking is if Freddy,
And he's since lost a sword, so he can't even return it.
right, but if he's the one who is cursed indeed, and he's the one that basically is triggering this, then when he doesn't exist, that seems to happen to us when we are not here.
Oh, so you think because he's not here, that's why they've stopped moving, and next when he's here, they'll start moving again. Interesting concept.
Could be. Well, it just happened to be that when he was with us last time, they were starting their ravaging around the area, and when he was with Doc the other day, they were still ravaging the area, and now he's not here. They seem to have kind of... Well, I don't know. We don't know, do we? That's what I'm saying. That's one thing we should go and have a look into the area, because they've gone back to that city. We don't know if they're still there or what they're doing.
Yeah, we don't know what they're up to.
Exactly.
So I think a little sneak and peek might be good. On the low down, of course.
Do we want to do a flyby?
Yes. And then if you want, while we're actually out doing a flyby, if you want to then stop by the dwarfs and try and work with them on something, I'm happy to do that.
Work with the dwarves on something. Shows the RPCs both stabbing Alex.
Well,
No, just as we fly by, we just push him out. There you go.
I would make peace.
Right.
Now, if your lives were easy, what fun would that be, right? So, right. Darius says, how are you going to go do a sneak and peek by the undead? It'd take you a long time to get there. It's in the middle of, from what I've been told, an impassable desert.
Does it not have a quick way of getting there?
I don't have a quick way of getting there. Do you have a quick way of getting there?
Don't you have a flying car somewhere,
Yep.
Doc?
Let's go.
Oh, that would be a big help. I'd miss flying cars.
Do we want to get some food and water?
Yeah.
And I've got some desert gear back at the embassy.
Is your flying car here?
Yeah.
We can load it up if you tell us where it is.
Don't tell them where it is.
He glares at you.
I'll bring it around where you need me to park it.
Where's my flying carpet?
Last I knew, it was taken up north to the town there to help out with the scouting for wood and stuff.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Oh,
Taken by whom?
that would be the geologist we've got. His name is Hornsby.
Okay, I was expecting you to say by Freddy.
That fucking guy, he says.
Just for some reason, I was expecting you to say, "Oh, Freddy took it up there."
That would have been brilliant. That would have been.
Poor Freddy.
Is there nothing better than getting shit while you're not even playing?
All right, good to go.
Is a part of the
Let's
group.
go.
Okay, hold on a second.
So, by flying car, how long is it going to take? As in, do we need gear for camping out?
Yeah.
Or do we just park it in the air and hover there while we sleep in the car?
No, I set it down, and then I've been sleeping in the car.
Okay.
Welcome to the valley of the giant.
However, we do need to travel back and then put the new battery in first, and then we can go.
Because
Otherwise, we can go out because there's like 3 weeks left. Like, no, there's 2 weeks left on it now.
you should be okay, but you'll be cutting it a little close.
Very true. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'd rather go get the new battery put in now, knowing that we have a couple months on that shit instead of.
Sounds good.
The tricky bit.
Hmm?
I was just going to say the tricky bit is getting the car to somewhere where we can put a battery in.
Yeah, we just fly it from here to Gothic.
Yeah.
World of Gothic.
Yes, we could end up anywhere in the world.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go.
That's how you got to a random point here.
What does it take to put a battery in? Can we not just go and get a battery and bring it?
No, we are too stupid to ever do that right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I would.
The universe has deemed this.
I was going to say, it once the spell tree for that kind of shit gets done, then you guys can hopefully learn that stuff. But given that the rate at which spell trees get through and approved and stuff, it won't be quick. By the way, the body tree is totally ready to go whenever somebody starts doing that shit.
Speaking of
What
which,
do you need to do to start it, though?
Yeah, exactly.
To start what?
You said the body tree is ready to go. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So those people that have the rank 1 spell, do they automatically get the body tree?
Yeah. Let's see. That would be Freddie, Chris, Pete, Scott, and that stunning attack. So if you begin punching Alex and going, stunning attack, then, maybe you'll get better at the spell. I don't know.
and then you just go, and then it goes up automatically. Like, you need crit, and then you get the next level.
Well,
unless you created the next spell.
Right. So right now, for example, for Doc Fulton, he already also knows the next spell up, which is called blind fighting. And then he knows the next spell up, which is called body armor, and so on.
Did we not work on that tree together though at the end?
You work on many trees, Gary. You said before you didn't want credit because you didn't like the way of the thing.
No,
Would you like credit?
I wouldn't mind. I don't want to actually take the spell, but
So you want me to type your name on a piece of paper you can't see?
Yeah.
I see. Wanker. Anyway, and then stone stance is where, right, so you don't have stone stance. You've got up to body armor and advanced body armor, Chris. And then right now, all that Pete has is stunning attack, and then he needs to beat on Kinley until he can get his stunning attack critted and then pick up blind fighting. And then later, eventually, he'll start knowing.
I don't actually need to attack anybody. I just need to cast a spell successfully.
My way is more fun.
Can you link those right quick for me, Logan?
Uh-huh. Let's see, just the ones you know, right?
Yeah.
Body armor. Increase. And yeah. The advanced body armor is on a branch. That's all that it goes to on there. Good luck. So, anyway. So you're just wanting to cast body armor over and over, basically, is where you're at, Chris. Not advanced body armor, just body armor. So, you guys are ready to do things.
Yep.
Unfortunately, those things will take you to a random part somewhere in the developed world. Unless you can make, I have been allowing shadow walking at half to just be close enough that I don't fuck with you. Who would like to be the shadow walker? Oh, Chris, give me a, if you could please give me a pilot flying car roll real quick just to make sure
Another one?
hilarity doesn't ensue as
you
you.
already rolled one.
True. Okay. Well, wait, when did you roll the one?
When we first
To bring the car around to load it up with food before we took off.
Oh, you brought it, you made a flying car roll to bring the food around? Car
Yeah.
roll? Didn't even know. It's great. So, who's doing the shadow walking?
One of you can give it a shot since I've already managed to do it.
Good point. Go for it at half, and Logan doesn't fuck with you. Otherwise, I'll pull up the map and begin trying to find out where you've come in. Unfortunately, I don't have the entire world done, which would be a real bitch. It's like fucking China again.
Last time we almost ended up in the.
Do you guys have any skill cards?
No, unfortunately not.
That'd be a bad place to end up. Dude. That's called a lot of
yeah, well, we almost ended up there, but we managed to get closer to the
I could go and try and
west coast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if somebody else just makes it, and the other person then makes it half, then he goes, no, this way. Right. Alex Kinley takes you to the worst possible areas he can. Nothing but constant combat. Some sort of flying creatures are coming in after the car. No.
Nice.
There we go.
Right. So he goes, no flying creatures. Over this way. And right. So you guys end up back at Gothic. He shows Chris pull into the garage. It's like crystals changed, or Chris changed while you wait. Shows him like lugging out this big thing of money. Ha ha ha, says the guy. Right. Changes out the Chris for you. Yeah, they appreciate your business. He also says, say, this is the second Chris we've changed for you, isn't it?
Yep.
Here, I'm going to do something special for you since you're obviously one of our repeat customers. He gets a... no, I need you to go do quests for me. No. He gets you a
pine-scented cutout of a tree.
I know he gets you like a customer satisfaction type card, and it's like every time you come in, we'll stamp out a card. Of course, we keep track on our own books as well. But look, we'll even do the first stamp now. Buy 19 more car, Chris. Get the 20th for just a silver piece.
Okay.
Stone cold.
No problem. So, hey, I mean, that could save you some serious money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't lose that card. Otherwise, you have to start all over. He says, happened to a guy who got 18 stamps. He got hauled off by the guards for excessive belligerence.
Not as good as the lizard man that got dragged away.
Fucking cards. Anyway.
Fucking awesome.
So you guys have got your car loaded up. I'm imagining something like a DeLorean interior. The back seat. There's who's sitting in the back. You can get two people up front. One guy's stuck in the back with the gear.
I would be in the back because Alex would be in the front for the shadow walking.
You find in the back, underneath the passenger seat, you find a little piece of dragon bone. Just random shit. Where do you put your dragon bones, Chris?
Well, we have I figured here in the PC thing.
PC hideout?
Well, since we're changing the Chris, I would have brought it with to put in the Dove because the Dove is more secure.
Put it into your thing. I would
I write all my shit down for my shit because I don't want anyone else fucking with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if it's stored in a place, then you have to write it in the place because if they go searching for it and shit, then they can fuck with it. Unless you buy a safe.
I think you'll use
If you buy a safe, then they'll have to do safe cracking to fuck with your shit.
Yeah, and I leave it out in the open too. There you go. Let's give it away. I don't give a shit anymore.
All right, write it on the thing so they'll come and ruin your.
Did you want me to
sign on it? Do not fuck with Doc Fulton's. I will find you or something like that.
Did you want me to cross out $5,000 from the bank for the Chris?
Please.
Yep.
Oh, happy day! And at last, you're ready to begin adventuring. No problem. Doc, give me a simple direction sense or navigate air. To actually go to where you're wanting to go to.
Can we help?
Yes, of course. If you've been to the desert before and know where it is, yes.
Well, yeah, I can get into the desert.
That's all he needs. So yes, if you've been to the desert before, you can support with either navigate air or direction sense. Wow, Alex Kinley has more than I thought in that. Well done. How's Pete
I
doing?
do have an airship.
True.
I've not been to the desert, so I can't support.
Very well. It's all up to you, Doc Fulton. Oh, wow. You guys make it look easy. You can no problem. Doc Fulton normally his cruising speed is like over 100 kilometers an hour, but he doesn't have to go very low. And there's not much up here to hit. Occasionally, there'll be a very surprised bird, and they has to use the windshield wipers.
Do we ever see any of the other idiots? The race that we've not really seen much of?
The bird people, birdmen.
No, they live generally south. You're going generally west right now. The cat fucking tells him when it wants out. Me, it makes fucking guess over and over and over. You guys fly past. Oh wait, past the majestic mountains, which are the Storm Shield Mountains, and eventually you come to the Anvil, a huge, sprawling, deadly desert where the sun beats everything to death. You guys fortunately camped before you went in there, and then you find Doc Fulton pulls out some like ugly round sunglasses and stuff and puts them on. Kinley's in the front going, it's too fucking bright here. Unless he's got sunglasses. I don't know if he does.
Oh, really? I pull my hood down a bit lower.
Him and his hoodies. And oh wait, there it is. Come on, Logan. Come on. Bitches. There it is. Excellent. Picture time. Nice. I managed to find them. I'm very pleased with myself. Well, let's hope these have all been resized. Dump. It's a pretty interesting looking place. All right. Oh, here, let me move you guys to the right page. There you go. Let's spread these out real quick. And okay. Reveal. Who loves you and who do you love? There you go. So there's some pictures that show you what you can see from your airborne surveillance. It appears to be a large ruined city and such. Being that you're all massively experienced, you all immediately point at the underground opening, look at each other and go, do the exaggerated nods. Let's see, is there anything else you're how far away or how much altitude do you want to have when you're doing your checking out of this?
Half of bow shot.
So within archery range?
Yeah.
Cool. No problem. Nothing shooting at you, which is frankly unacceptable.
I go lower then.
All right. Nothing continues firing wildly at you.
I fly through those circles because it looks fun.
All right.
Is there any like any signs of movement or anything? Like any sentry guards or anything?
No, you. It looks much like in the pictures I've shown you. If you'd like to check out anything in particular, please let me know, or in a particular way. But
I think we're flying through the stargates.
Yeah, I was going to say the stargates.
Yes,
the dock was flying through them, so we'll see where we
really. Doc, give me I want a new roll for that if you're flying through the fucking Stargate, please, because it's big enough to get the car through, but not much bigger. And I'm assuming you're doing it fast in order to freak out the air guys. They look annoyed at you, like, we know you can fly well. They're like,
So are we still in the desert in Anvil?
you are. Everybody give me a essence times 1 roll.
Ah, God.
shows Kinley disappear. Shows him falling. Motherfucker! I punched the ground, Logan. I punched the ground. Everybody failed. Good. Thank God. All right. Everything's fine. It's just a big stone circle thingy flew through it too fast. Fortunately, there's 6-point harnesses for all the seats. And homes your balls itch for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't
I'm going to do a
understand.
flyby now. I'm going to pop a charge on the glasses now that we're down low.
All right, no problem. Everybody. Does anybody else want to put on their special glasses and pop a charge, or just let?
If we're doing a flyby lower, slow, yes.
Pretty much hover wherever the fuck you
Yeah,
are.
yeah. I'll pop my cherry on my glasses.
No problem. It shows now for you to use yours, except for outside of a really small kind of grubbyish window. You're gonna have to unhook your harness there, Holmes, and kind of crawl up between these two and go. And look at
I'll do that.
Right.
Brace myself.
Brace yourself. Brace
Doc,
yourself.
the temptation is hard. It's hard to resist. So hard. Just a little nudge on the controls, they'll be like.
As I said, I'm bracing myself.
Yeah, but it's like saying when the elevator's plummeting to your death, saying I brace myself, and then your arms go.
Yeah, the elevator, you can't put your feet on the floor and your back against the ceiling or your arms against the ceiling.
You'd snap like a twig. So anybody who wants to look at stuff, give me a full spot hidden. If you make it, then analyze magic.
So I didn't do that.
All right, no problem. If you fail the analyze magic, then you look around through your big goggles and go, ha ha ha.
Got my finger on top of my goggle.
Oh, Christ. Well, fortunately, we've already determined you don't have magic fingers. I was worried about that, especially if you started going behind Freddy and said, hold still, and then you put your fingers down. You see it now? And he went, oh my Christ. That would have been the best scene.
I got my analyze at half.
Yeah, I made my analyze just at normal.
Well, good news. You found another fucking gate. This one is currently inactive. Making it at half, it appears that this gate, the other end, you're not sure where it is, but it comes to here. It can't be opened from this side, except by some sort of elaborate ritual and shit like that.
So it comes to here as in it's one way.
Yeah.
Unless it's opened up via some elaborate ritual.
Well, elaborate ritual will allow it to open. Oh, everybody give me a listen at half, by the way.
Joshua, did you manage to go and check out that the dragon mouth and anus?
The dragon mouth that requires 3 rank 10 spells to go through it.
Not by half.
Well, to open it, I believe.
I just
To
need
open it, yeah.
half from at least one of y'all.
Sorry, listen, wasn't it?
That's right, Nick. Those who fail it here from the car.
I got by -30, so it's hard.
Yep, got it at -30.
Those who made their listen from the big obvious tunnel that goes underground and stuff, you hear it sounds like some sort of rhythmic chanting and kind of dry voices and shit. Doc Fulton thinks this is the funniest thing ever. Oola attack. Oola attack.
Yes. Yes, I'm just picturing the storm with the face in it, with the open mouth rising up and engulfing us.